Greetings YouTube, Clarissa and I here again. Just time for round number 2 of my 78 cents. I know there's going to be controversy why people have called it that, but that's for me to know, and I'm sure people will suss it out. I've got a few quick things I want to mention. First and foremost, MythCon. Memphis, Milwaukee. I am very disappointed in you guys. Seriously, I was a fan. I'm not now. Because, frankly, if you're going to invite people who aren't skeptics, and also go on about how you don't support bullying and harassment while having people come that are bullies and harassers, it's a double. No. You had misogynists, you had MRAs, you had, well, Sargon honestly is in a category of deplorables all of his own. Yes, he is human garbage. What more can I say? It's been done to death, but you done goofed, MythCon. You done goofed. What else have I got? A Prime Minister. This is a good one. Just last night I saw an article saying that our Prime Minister can't believe the slow economic growth here in Australia, the low consumer spending. Our retail spending is down. Why? Well, lo and behold, he concluded it was because of low wage increases. Low wages. Oh, do you think that maybe if people didn't have money, then they wouldn't spend? Does it take a genius to work that out? I mean, this is a government that just this year voted to cut penalty rates in Australia. On the same day, they gave themselves a pay rise. And let's remember, our Prime Minister makes $500,000. And he's a multi-millionaire with money in the Cayman Islands. It's a matter of, do you think? Oh, God, I mean, what to say about that? Also want to comment on a thing that's been happening in the YouTube community. A lot of people are taking breaks. Now, what can I say about that? But I understand it. One of the big ones would be AdamTheWoo. I've been following him since before he began his daily vlog. I think when I started following him, he actually lived in Florida, I think. It was before his first road trip that he covered. I think he was still in his band at the time. In fact, I've been with him quite a while. And you've got to give the guy credit. He's been doing his daily vlogs for years. I mean, he got burnout. Pure and simple. You can't do it every year, and especially when you take into consideration some of the hate that he was getting from people. This is a dedicated man. He's doing this stuff for him. When you don't enjoy it anymore, there's no point doing it. It's as simple as that. And it was clear it was becoming a chore, and not having to do the daily vlog, I think, is going to do him a world of good, and hopefully we'll see some excellent stuff in his main channel in the future. And it was his main channel I subscribed to. I love his videos. And also there were other YouTubers that announced that they were taking breaks. Markiplier, who's just come back, he's been vlogging, doing videos for a long time as well, and you see others take breaks, and everybody needs a break sometimes. YouTube is high pressure. I mean, one thing I have done and decided is I'm not going to set a schedule for my videos. I mean, it's going to make it hard, to probably hurt my growth. I'm not going to set a schedule. I can't set a schedule. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I've got a toddler, and I also have mental health issues. That doesn't mean I'm crazy, although one might make the argument. I just tell people I'm evil. I mean, I have PTSD. It's as simple as that. I have post-traumatic stress. I have depression. I have generalized anxiety, which makes every day a struggle. I'm doing the vlog now, I'm doing it now, but tomorrow I might have barely enough motivation to get out of bed. And it's not that I don't want to get out of bed, it's just that it's so bloody hard sometimes. It's so bloody hard to get up. I just had something happen recently related to everything that happened to me, which has just brought it all back up again. And I've been sick. I've actually been quite unwell. I've had days just crying because people don't know when to let things go. And when you think you've got something sorted, legally, it's legally sorted, it's been to court, it's sorted, but they come back at you, you know, they come back, they're still harassing you for something. And it's now, they're going after the money that they had to pay in damages. What can you do, eh? It's been sorted, it's been worked on right now. Just get it over with. I just want it over with. It's been 7 years. It should be done. So when you've got that all going on, you can't make a weekly schedule. You can't say, oh, I'm going to do a video every week. And I'm doing it because, and why I'm doing it, yeah, why am I doing it? It's because I want to. I want to get out there. I want to have the conversation with people. I want to put my views out there. I mean, as it is, I walk around the house talking to myself. Well, I say I'm talking to my cats or my daughter, but it's probably a little less crazy to put it on the internet, you know. So I'm doing it because I want to. And probably one more thing I should probably mention that I didn't put in my about me is my religion, where I sit with that. I am atheist. I am recognise myself as atheist. I've been atheist now for about 5 or 6 years. I was agnostic before that, and everything that happened to me really, I mean, when I was going through hell, I turned to the Bible and read it, and that was that. As soon as you read the Bible, you can't have to read the Bible. You realise that this is bullshit. It's not real. What was I before I was an atheist? I was a Salvationist. What is a Salvationist? Think Salvation Army. People don't realise they're not a charity per se. They are, but just part of them. They are first and foremost a church. They're an organisation. They're a church. They're people that they work from. They're called officers. They actually do have ranks in the army, ranks in the Salvation Army. Yeah, your ministers are ministers, but they often, I mean, I've got family who are in the Salvation Army who are ministers and are, I think, they're majors. So you actually go to training, work your way up through the ranks, and you do things. I mean, the Salvation Army is helpful. I mean, they do good things, but you got to remember, at their core, they are still a church. So they have got, and they're not just any church, they're an American Christian church. And Australia is predominantly a Catholic country, so their views differ slightly to some of the mainstream, and in a way the Christians can be a lot more conservative than the Catholics. Not always, but they can be. But yeah, I was a Salvationist. I did Sunday school. I went to church twice a year, Easter, Christmas. I did things for them. I did charity things, all that. And I was raised to believe. I mean, religion in school is actually part of Australia. If you go to a public school, they do teach religious classes. They only made them opt out, I think, when I got to high school. And that was because people were starting to complain about who was teaching them. But we don't have that amendment that separates church and state. it's all one thing here. I mean, America was created as a separatist country, a secular country. Australia is a Catholic country. But we're not the minority. Recent census found that people identifying as no religion, that doesn't mean atheist, that doesn't mean agnostic, they're not particularly affiliated with any religion, is growing and is actually the largest group now in Australia, with the Catholics coming in a second. So that's where I sit in terms of religion. I don't believe. I would say I'm a skeptic, but it depends. I am a bit of I'm interested in the mythology of religion. I like reading into it about how it goes back, the interesting things about it, but where do I sit with Islam and all that? I mean, I'm against all religion. I understand its place and you can't get rid of it completely, but I also don't blame the worshippers, I blame the religion. And a lot of the hate we see in Australia is hate against the people, not the religion. And anti-Muslim sentiment is on the rise. Even though ISIS aren't Muslim, they're Wahhabi. And yes, there is a difference. But I think I'll wrap this up. This video's gone on too long anyway. Need my daughter's back. So I will guess I'll see you on the next side. So see you all later.